Are we live? We're live. So this time I'm doing something completely different. So I have only gone live for what? For One Piece live manga chapter reactions. So this time I am going to do my live reaction. Well, actually I have actually watched both the Gear 5th trailer. If you can call that a trailer, it's actually a teaser reel, right? As the official YouTube channel says of One Piece, and also the actual trailer, no, not the teaser, but the trailer of the One Piece live action. So yeah, I have, as I said, I've already watched it and I dug it. There are like almost everything. I will not say that I liked almost everything, but I did like 80-85% of everything that I saw. So yeah, I will go through the trailer of both the live action and also the anime teaser reel of Gear 5th that is dropping. Both of them are dropping on August. In August, oh my gosh. So August for One Piece fan, they are eating good. And Oda, not only Oda, but also the One Piece Netflix team, Tomorrow Studios, they are cooking. Alright, so let's start. We will start first with the smaller teaser. The teaser of the anime film. Okay, so comment section. My wife is telling me to check the comment section. So yeah. Hello. So Pain is here. Perth is here. Pain says we shouldn't expect much from Netflix adaptation. So Pain, you are not feeling the One Piece live action trailer. That's what I think. Well, I for one liked it a lot. I didn't like everything, but let's go through it. Let's analyze it frame by frame, at least. If not frame by frame, at least let's analyze it in about 10 minutes or so with that much detail. But you are skeptical, right, about it? And Perth, hi, did you like the One Piece live action trailer? And also for Gear 5th, are you hyped for it? Well, I don't know anyone who is not hyped for the Gear 5th trailer. So we will start with that. August 6th, so of course, I'm not playing the audio. I don't want to get copyright stricken. Okay. So the way it starts off, you can see the bursts of Conqueror's Haki. You can see the yellow lightning and also the red and black lightning. They are clashing. It's almost like it's metaphorical, you can say, because the traditional anime transformations of shonen heroes, like of course we go to Goku's Super Saiyan transformation in Namek, so that's also present. Almost every anime, shonen anime, takes from that. You will also see in a very small part, I missed it in the first couple of times, but after I saw it, I think the second last time, I caught it that Luffy was also doing this. We will see this as the trailer continues, as the teaser continues. So see, you can see the trademark Luffy grin, and this of course reminds me of the last panel of 1044, right? So 1044, that I think we will get this at that time when just Nika, people were saying reincarnated in Luffy. So we will see that he finally. So again, that's what I was talking about, the yellow lightning and then the red and black Conqueror's Haki infused lightning. So there's a play on this, and look at this, look at what Luffy did. Let me just rewind 1 second. So he did this, he did the Goku transformation pose, right? And then the red and the yellow lightning bolt, so that came in. That of course is a reference, is a callback to Super Saiyan, of course. But then One Piece is postmodern, One Piece is not traditional, One Piece breaks so many stereotypes, and so Luffy becomes the Nika that we know today of Gear 5th. It's not a comedy power-up, but it is, of course, it fits the themes of One Piece so well. So I really like the metaphorical lines that we see. It's not present in the manga because it's black and white. So I really like that. So Pain says it was actually better than I expected. I'll watch it for sure. So Sanjita says I did not like the live action face of the most characters. Okay, Anime only is having a troublesome time dodging spoilers. Right, so I'm very surprised. Actually, not surprised, but I'm a little surprised that the One Piece official page, it also revealed the teaser trailer. So this is all I hope is that the performance may be good enough to compensate for her feelings towards One Piece. So Sanjita and Perth, Sanjita and Pain, actually, you guys are not hopeful. You're not optimistic about it, but I am. All right, so let's see. So again, the yellow lightning, again, there's a juxtaposition of that. Reaches, this is my peak. Look at this gorgeous paneling. Oh my gosh. So Luffy here, he looks sinister, but also he has the smile. Do you know what this reminds me of? Sanjita, do you remember? Nanika from Hunter x Hunter? Right? Nanika. Aluka's alter ego, right? That's the word. So Killwa's sister or brother, like he calls him, like Nanika is male, but Aluka, Aluka is like it's gender neutral, or it's gender vague. But I think Killua considers his actual sister, it's to be a sister, it's female, but then when she transforms into Nanika, that's male. So anyway, so it reminds me of that, and he's also very, very like it's jolly, whereas Nanika is creepy. Luffy is not. We know, we have seen him for over 1,000 chapters and episodes, so we know that he is in control. He is not losing his mind. So Pert says, Oda said that Nami's helped me. Yes, Taskete scene is perfect in live action. So maybe live action can be on a positive side. Pain says, I think it's really hard making live adaptation for OP characters since they're all weirdly shaped. Yeah, for example, Arlong, of course, he cannot be blue, right? And Usopp's nose, I think it's okay that they didn't have Usopp's long nose. But of course, there needs to be a balance, because I think that Arlong's long nose, that was required. And I will talk about that when I review that trailer, but let's continue with this one. Yeah, so see the juxtaposition that I was talking about, the yellow and the red and black. Joy Boy. So I was trying to parse, I was trying to see what this means. Is this written Nika? I don't think so. I think it's written in Japanese, right? And then Luffy's eyes, look at Luffy's eyes. I wanted to keep this as part of the thumbnail originally. And then my absolute favorite part of this teaser, I'm gonna show you right now. The world's most ridiculous power. So yeah, so to speak a little bit on this, so it's not the world's most powerful power, or it's not the world's like most devastating power. He's not the strongest, but he's the most ridiculous. He is the most Luffy-esque, right? So it's Luffy, it's so Luffy. It's so much like Luffy that he got the Gear 5th power to be as it is right now. It fits so much. And I like how his hair, like the color of his hair, it's pure white, right? The sun is white. If you don't know, the sun's color is actually white, and the color that we see, the yellow and the orange shades, that's because the atmosphere absorbs that shade, right? That like color is all in frequencies, not frequencies but wavelengths, right? So that wavelength is absorbed by the atmosphere. That's why we see it as yellow or orange. Anyway, this is the moment that I'm talking about. This is my favorite. This is my absolute favorite thing about the teaser trailer. So I will go very slowly on this. Look at Luffy. So he is of course stretching. His arms and legs are stretching as his eyes are clouded in the cloud-like hair. And then look at what he does. He yanks the sash that he has, like Boa's sash, right? The Boa lent him the sash, and then he yanks it, and then he pulls it, and then look at this. It almost seems like Tom and Jerry, like if Tom like yanks his tail, and then he recovers his strength, or something like that. Like if someone like yanks his ears, then his tongue sticks out, something like that. It's very cartoonish, and then look at Luffy just yanking on the sash, and then he he goes into something like a gear 4th form. Oh my gosh, so funny. Look at this. I was also thinking about making this part of the thumbnail. He looks absolutely ridiculous. And then he just bulks up. Like, it reminds me of the Egghead scene when he says that he says to Bonnie, when Bonnie asks him about the gear 5th transformation, he says that it's when I'm the most free. He says this to new heights. And look at this filter. I absolutely love this filter. It's this shade of blue. Sanjita, do you like this? I think I'm really digging this filter. And then I missed this the first time, but when Luffy hits Kaido, stars appear above his nose. So in the manga it was more clear, it was clearer, but it's okay in the anime. So you have to really zoom in, or maybe in the actual episode it will be clearer, but in the first few times, the first 2 times, I didn't actually notice the stars. You have to really close in and sit. So look at this, it's not actually good art. I will talk about it. This is my peak. And look at this, Luffy again doing the Goku pose, something like that, but also is not like Goku. This is my peak. And also again the yellow lightning and also the black and red lightning, they are competing. It's getting fun. Omoshiro. Right. So if you didn't notice, I absolutely love the Gear 5th teaser trailer, but there are some things that I didn't like. Let me talk about it. So before that, Pain says, I think it's really hard, so I read this. Tom and Jerry, Kaido and Luffy. Right. Pain. So of course you have read the manga. There's a panel, there's a scene like that. Like, Sanjita hasn't read it, so it will be completely new to her. Like, it's very much like Tom and Jerry. The trailer gave me goosebumps as if I'm watching Gear 5 for the first time. Yeah, it's the first time being animated officially, right? So we've seen fan animations of Gear 5th. Yeah, it gave you goosebumps. Oh wow. So yeah, one thing I didn't like about this teaser trailer is it's not the lack, but it's the quality of art. So let me give some examples. Not even this one. Especially this one. Yeah, see this. So look at the outlines. It looks like it's drawn with a pencil, right? And even Kaido's design is really good, but still it seems like it's colored by Kanjuro. Right? Before he turned himself, because before his heel turn, before he revealed himself like as the bad guy, his drawings were bad, right? You remember Ryonosuke? You remember the other drawings that he did? Well, Kaido's drawing is actually better than them, but still it feels like it was watercolored, right? So that is one thing I did not completely like, but there is rationale behind this. There is a reason why this is done. This is because the themes of Gear 5th, to make the world into like toon force, like cartoony powers, it fits that. It fits the hand-drawn cartoon themes of Looney Tunes, right? So it's like Luffy tunes. So it fits the themes, but I don't know if I like it completely. I don't know. I'll have to watch the episode. But this is the one thing that I did not like about the teaser, but everything else, I absolutely loved it. I also like the music, but I can't let you listen to the music because of copyright issues. So yeah, that's my reaction and my analysis of the teaser reel. Let me like the video. Could it be because of Gear 5? Pain says, yes, that's what I said. It is because of Gear 5th. I bet it is. So Sanjita says, it could be more colorful as the previous episodes were full of colors. Compared to them, it looks blunt. So I think that the colors are there, but yes, blunt. It's not sharp, right? The colors are not sharp, but it is actually colorful, I think. Okay, so let's go to the live action trailer. Let's start. It's much bigger. It is about 6 times bigger, but still I'll try to I'll try to be in I'll try to cover it in details as much as I can. So the first scene, of course, it's the since it doesn't only have music like the teaser trailer that I reviewed, it also has some voice acting, but I think there will be subtitles, so it's okay enough. So the first time we see the first thing we see is the famous speech by Gold Roger, and this scaffold. It looks really good, right? And it almost looks like he's going up to heaven, like the staircase to heaven. It's not actually like a staircase, it's not angular. This camera shot is not angular, but still it looks very metaphorical, right? It looks symbolic, because we know that even though he's the worst pirate, maybe the worst pirate is Dragon, but still he's not a pirate, right? He's the worst man. The worst pirate, according to the world government, is Gold Roger, but we know that he's a good man, so he's ascending to heaven, right? So that's the metaphor here. So I have mixed feelings about Gold Roger, mostly positive, because I think that his aesthetic, his beard, his mustache is really good, and also his voice is really good. And his aesthetic, I would say that he could look a little bit friendlier, because I think he looks a bit like, I wouldn't say evil. My wife was saying that he looks a bit evil here, especially when he laughs, right? Yeah, when he laughs. The face expression. Well, I actually really liked his facial expression, and also I liked his teeth being all yellow, because that fits. He's the world's greatest. Yeah, he's the king of the pirates, right? So he should be like that. And he also has those like rugged features. I like that because it fits. And also Gold Roger, he is not that when he laughs, right? Because look at his eyes. His eyes look like it's actually right. So it actually looks a little bit on the evil side, right? On the bad side. It almost seems like he's like that. But also, I will say, it also, you may interpret it to be that he is just being, like he has a naughty idea like Luffy, like he has a very Luffy-like idea that he will do something very mischievous, right? It's also somewhat mischievous, but it's
Luffy's smile is like
innocent, right?
Smile. Like
yeah.
Smile,
yeah. So my wife, she is in the same room, so she is saying that Luffy, when he smiles, even though he is being naughty, like he is being mischievous, it is like he's immature, right? So he's not a kid, but still he looks very young. And so and also Iñaki, the live action hero that plays Luffy, he also looks young, so that's another thing. But when Gold Roger, a grown man, in his middle age, he laughs like this, it doesn't always look mischievous, right? It sometimes may look devilish, a little bit at least. So that's my take on it. So I started thinking about this. Actually, my wife pointed this out to me. So what do you guys think? Did you like his laugh? So Sanjay says, yeah, the music is the one thing I like the most, inspired from Brazilian traditional music. Payne says pirates are supposed to look like this, right? So his teeth, I agree, and also his rugged features, I agree. They are supposed to look like this, but Gold Roger, like he's not the main like father figure or something to Luffy, but still he's the ideal, right? He's the ideal pirate that Luffy wants to be, king of the pirates. So I would have preferred him not to look evil. He doesn't look exactly evil, but a little bit. So Luffy is growing on me. I did not like him that much before. I still don't like him a lot, but yeah, he's like an 7.5 to me right now. And at first, when I saw this scene, of course, it's not from the manga. It's not canon, if you consider only the manga to be canon, but it fits. Especially the tone that Luffy says mutiny, right? So of course Luffy doesn't make inside jokes or sarcastic jokes like that, clever jokes like that, puns. So I have heard that it's something that what Marvel does, like Marvel-esque. They make small jokes, one-liners, and then One Piece. Tomorrow Studios is also adapting that. So it's not exactly like Luffy, and I did not like it in the teaser, but here in the trailer it feels like actually it makes a little bit of sense, because Luffy isn't exactly Luffy in this live action, and if I can accept that, then I think that it does fit, because it fits Iñaki Godo. What's his name? Iñaki. I forget his second name, but Oda also said that when he first saw the script of some of the scenes, he felt like, no, this doesn't match his characters, especially of Luffy. But when he saw Iñaki, performing them, he felt like, no, it is perfect for Iñaki, because it fits his aesthetic, it fits his personality. So it's not exactly 100% Luffy-esque. So you see, the new Scoop flies away, and then Luffy says, mutiny, like, no, he didn't listen to me, and then he wanted the bird to join his crew. Of course, Luffy also asks strange creatures like the elderly tree to join his crew, and it fits Luffy, but it doesn't fit Luffy's like humor. Like, he wouldn't make a joke out of this, but I think that Iñaki would make a joke out of this, and I don't have a big problem about it. I think that fits, not completely Luffy, but it fits the live action. That's my take on it. So the battle scene, right? I wish we could have got the audio here. So that's Alvida. She looks better than in the teaser, because in the teaser we just saw her about to get Gamu Gamu no pistoled by Luffy. I wonder how Alvida is going to look when she slims down. Okay, so this is a good scene where there's an explosion. It looks like a color explosion, right? It reminds me of Attack on Titan, the signal explosions. I think it's because of Buggy, right? Look at this flag. At first, when I saw this scene, I was wondering like, oh no, is that the actual flag, or is that the flag that Luffy drew? I'm so glad that they decided to keep this Luffy drawn flag at the beginning, because Usopp is going to be the one to fix the flag. Does Nami wear spectacles here? I missed this the first time. Yeah, she is wearing spectacles. I think no, it's not spectacles, it's actually glasses, right? Sunglasses. Okay, they're not spectacles, they're sunglasses. I thought there were subtitles here. So what kind of map is this? Who drew this? Okay, so Nami is drawing this, and I'm surprised because she is supposed to be a cartographer, right? So she should be able to draw very like, neat maps, even though it's a scribble. So I like this scene. It looks very realistic, right? Okay, so the fire breather, is that what? Is that, I forget his name. He was in Buggy's crew, right? Buggy's crew. Okay, so this sword, actually I saw Grand Line reviews, Ohara's video on this, and he was actually criticizing it because how does it look? It doesn't look authentic, right? It looks like a cheap copy. The design is of course perfect, but the material it's made out of, I don't really like it, because if you pause, you can see that the orbs and also the material, the make of it, yeah, it feels like it's like a toy, right? Replica toy. So Ohara, I think, was saying that if you just Google Mihawk's sword, so you can see YouTube videos of people, or at least of one person, actually making the exact blade from scratch. So if he could do it, if other YouTubers could do it, Netflix, it has a $10 million budget, right? So that should have been replicated, because you see the Baratie, it's so beautiful. The Baratie is one of the best things about the teaser. It was shown in the teaser, and now in the trailer also we get a shot of that in the beginning. So much budget was put into that. But why not Mihawk's sword? Because it's Yoru. It's supposed to be very, very, very important. I think I'm a big fan of Yoru the sword. Okay, so at first I didn't know who this was, but of course it's Merry, the person who gifts Usopp the Going Merry. And then on the back we have Kuro. We don't see him. I think we saw him in the teaser, I don't remember, but we don't see him in the trailer. So what's this? I don't remember what is this. I think it's something not in the manga. So the setting of where Buggy and the Straw Hat Pirates fight, it's changed. It's in the clown house, right? So I really liked this. The Bara Bara cannon, like chop cannon, that was absolutely well done. And even when I pause it, it doesn't look bad. And also, just look at it slowly, some of the body parts actually bounced off of each other. It was so realistic. I very much enjoyed it. It wasn't crisp, it was realistic. Yeah, you see one of the body parts, it hit one of the other body parts and then it ricocheted, right? Ricocheted away a little bit. So yeah, I really liked that sequence. It's probably the best sequence in the trailer. So I think that is Kuro's claws, right? Wolverine claws. So Sanji's moves, they are on point. And look at Kurobe. And also look at the setting. It's not in Arlong Park, it's in Baratie, right? It is in Baratie. So they are going to show some of the Arlong pirates in Baratie itself. So I think that's not a completely negative thing, because I think that most shows do show the final villain before the actual arc, right? They should be shown. For example, not only villains, but some characters were shown at the very end. Some characters, bounty posters at least, like Cavendish, like Foxy, like Bellamy. So that was a very good addition. So, but that was a very small, right? That's a very small thing. But to show Kurobe in Baratie, I don't know if that's going to be exactly 100% positive. But if it's a net overall positive, then I'm good. It's not something that I am worried about, but it's just something that I'm thinking, like, why is he in Baratie? So the storyline is going to change a lot, maybe. So we get some Zoro and Sanji dynamic. This scene was good, but my wife was pointing out that this the rock formation, the rock, they are not real. They are what? They are some form of foam. But the other things in the setting, like the pool, like what do you call it? Like the fountain, right? The fountain and the gate behind it, they look good. And then Sanji is fighting against a fodder, right? No, that's not Sanji. Sanji is going to come here. What a kick. It looks like something you see out of Street Fighter, something King of Fighters. Let's say that was very crisp. Let me see it again. Just look at Sanji's kick. Oh my gosh. And the way that he falls down on his foot, on his feet. And look at Usopp, he's acting.
The set could be more bluish, then it could resemble to the Arlong Park.
More bluish?
Yes, but the set is more brownish.
Okay, the tone of the color tone, right? So my wife is saying that she didn't like the color tones of Arlong Park. Yeah, it is brownish. So I don't actually remember in the anime and the manga what it was bluish.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't actually remember that. But the actual Arlong Park, that building, I like it. I think that was done well. Look at Sanji looking at Nami. Okay, so again, so I haven't done a video on the teaser, but in the Merry itself, the head of the Merry, I did not like completely. It's not completely bad, right? So my wife is telling me to read the comments. So I don't see any other comments. Let me refresh. I don't see any latest comments. Is there a problem on my side? Oh, it is. So there are a lot of comments that didn't come before. So Sanjita says, plastic material, even the stones look plastic as well. Pain says that YouTuber also made Gut Sword. Okay, Gut Sword, wow. So from Berserk. So I haven't read or watched Berserk, but I know Guts. Guts is the main character of Berserk. Berserk is one of the best manga of all time. I want to read Berserk. I also downloaded the manga, even though I shouldn't. But I did. I downloaded the manga, but I haven't read it yet. So wow, so that YouTuber also made Gut Sword. Okay. So about the Mary, I don't like the Mary's head, but overall, it's a well-made ship. It doesn't compare to the Bharati. I think a little bit more budget could have been given to the building of the Mary, because the Mary, like the Mary's burning scene in Enies Lobby, at the end of Enies Lobby, that is the most emotional I've ever been reading or watching One Piece. Like, it's similar to Sanji versus Luffy at, like in Whole Cake Island. I cried. So also when I watched the Mary burning, I cried. But seeing the Mary animated, like here not animated, but in the live action, I don't really like the design. But it's not completely bad, I'll say. Like, look at the Bharati. Oh my gosh, it's the best thing. It is the best thing. Look at the design. Look at the sharpness of the everything. Look at the colored, like the rounded windows. What is this? And also the writing Bharati. So Nami was looking at Belamir's grave, right? And look at this side profile of Arlong. So I really like this side profile, okay? But only this side profile. The other times that Arlong is shown, the first time watching, I didn't mind it that much, but when I replayed it, there were some problems. I'll talk about that. So that was well done, but I didn't see how Luffy flew off. Like, did Arlong, where did he hit Luffy, right? So look at this. Here, Arlong actually looks a bit short, doesn't he? Like, Arlong is supposed to be what? 8, 9, 10 feet tall, but of course, in the live action, I think he should at least have been like what, 6'4", 5", but he's not even 6 feet, right? And this shot, I like his teeth, but other than that, I don't like the way that he looks here. It doesn't look like Arlong, and he doesn't look menacing, right? So my wife was also pointing out the eyebrows. The eyebrows don't look good to her, and also to me. I think that it's somewhat strange, right? So the original Arlong, does he look like this? I don't think so. The nose is all right to me.
Looks like cockroach.
Oh my gosh. So to me, the nose is alright. It's not very like it's not perfect, but it's also not very bad to me. But the face and the other things, the overall look of Arlong, I did not like that much. But still, the face actually, at least the so look at this. The face is alright if you compare it to his whole aesthetic. The face design is alright, but look at his body. Like, and look at, like, he looks so short in the jeans pants. I know that Arlong did wear jeans, but he's so tall in the anime and the manga, it didn't look bad. But here, look at the, like, the weapon is alright. The weapon, I forgot.
Most of his
Yeah, but here, look at him. He's not even 6 feet tall, isn't he? And also his biceps, they're well developed. But look at his chest. He looks so skinny. Arlong shouldn't look like this, right? What do you guys think? Did you like the casting of Arlong? So Payne says Berserk is my favorite manga of all time. It's a masterpiece. I wonder how Robin or Boa would look like. Right, so Robin should probably be in the next season, right? In Alabasta, of course, she will be there. And Boa, I don't know if she will be shown because some characters are shown like way before. But maybe not. But if she is shown, I'll be very happy. So let's continue this. So I really like this, like what do you call it? The Japanese, like not a castle, but so this scene, the Tasukete scene. So we don't get a full, like it's of course just a glimpse, but from what I see, I did like it. So look at their height difference. It's not very much. Look at Luffy, look at Arlong. So Luffy is like what, 5'5", 6", and Arlong is not even 6 feet. So, and Luffy is also not even standing straight. But in the setting, in the actual room, so I really like this room. I didn't think that it was so high. The ceilings were so high, but the room is looking good. It's a room where Nami used to draw her maps. Where is the table? Luffy destroying the table, right? Here also Arlong doesn't look that good. Luffy looks good. So Shanks, right? So my wife didn't like how Shanks looks, but I feel like Grand Line Review, he said something that I agree with. Like Shanks looks like a character who knows how to have a good time. Like he knows, like he's a good drinker, he's good at parties, so he looks like that. And he also looks like when he gets serious, he will look appropriate. And the scar, I don't like the scar that much. I think that it could have been more prominent, but it's alright. So overall I like Shanks. He's like a what, an 8.5 to me. Usopp, I really like Usopp's casting, and look at Zoro.
10
10 out of 10 Usopp. And also Mihawk, I like Mihawk. He's like a 9 out of 10 for me. But not Yoru. So look at this clash. And also Shanks saving Luffy the first time. And the Lord of the Coast, of course, it was shown in the teaser. I really like that. I really like the CGI here. It's not a 10 out of 10, but I did like it. And also Sanji's moves, they are a 10 out of 10. Sanji's moves. And look, speaking of moves, the Gamu Gamu no Gatling, I really enjoyed this. Really dug it. Let's look at it again. Gamu Gamu no Gatling. Well, here Luffy's the small kid version. He looks a little bit too tall. He should be a little.
He looks teenager.
He looks like a teenager, not maybe a teenager. He looks maybe 10 or 11. But
Pain says Arlong looks weird. I don't like it.
yeah, Pain, you also think he looks weird, right? His looks, yeah, we agree. Sanjida and I agree. So I did not like this scene. This is a very important scene, right? Like Shanks passing the torch, Shanks giving Luffy the straw hat. I didn't like this glimpse. But yeah, this is very good. This is such wonderful CGI. Not CGI, but how did they do this? Like whatever they did.
Where's the hall of like the poster version?
Yeah, there is a picture of Luffy doing this, and this in live action version, it looks very good. It looks realistic. It actually looks like very well done. And also this CGI, that was also appropriate, I think. I really like this. And also this. Yeah, so all the Gamu Gamu no moves I really enjoyed here. Much
Evil
more than
Mary.
in the teaser. Evil Mary? Right, Evil Mary. Yeah, I don't like Mary's face. The more I see it, the less I like it.
Yes, like the satanic version of. There's like
Hmm.
there's like cult version.
Cult version? Okay, yeah, I know the symbolism.
Yes, there's a symbolism of cult, evil cult, and they hang goat face there, and the face is evil face.
Yeah, right. So it reminds me of Brooks' side story when he was like in the time skip where he was. Do you remember?
Yes.
People were
Yes.
like shamans.
Yes, yes.
Shamans were summoning the Satan
Satan.
to save them. So that was very enjoyable. That was a very enjoyable side story. I didn't like Chopper's post time skip story.
Yes.
Not post time, like during time skip. I
During-
didn't like his story. So a very big difference here is that Nami is
Yes,
here.
says they did the rubber part well.
Hmm?
Pain said.
The upper part, Arlan. So look at this.
Rubber part.
Oh, rubber part, yeah. So look at this. We were talking of shaman, and here we see the skull. How is that possible? I'm gonna be king of the pirates. So very small issue. Normally Luffy says I'm gonna be the king of the pirates, right? So the word "the" is missing, but also it's not grammatically inaccurate. King of the pirates is also fine, but normally Luffy always says the king of the pirates, right? Of course it's in Japanese, but it's always translated I wanna be the king of the pirates. So the word "the" is missing there. Okay, look at this. Look at this. There is Alvida.
The
5
wall
million.
Of, the wall of defame.
The what?
The wall of defame.
Defame. So look at here. Look here. There is Cavendish. I missed this the first time. So we see Endish here, and of course it's Cavendish. He looks like what? He looks like someone who is obsessed with his looks. And also, who is this? Someone's mouth is tapered off. Do not discuss. Anyone can be a criminal. Public notice. Beware. And look at this. Foxy. He looks like in wrestling, he looks like the honky tonk man. Are you a victim of piracy? Come to 10th A Streets at 7:30 Monday to share your stories. Like, it's so realistic. Like One Piece, the One Piece manga and anime, they should bring up stories like at least snippets like this, where people are fed up of pirates and they have like these discussions or TV shows of what to do when pirates come. I think that is missing in the One Piece story, and in the live action they're actually adding this. I very much like it. I didn't know that I missed this until I saw it. So Kobe looks a bit too nice. I mean, too attractive, right? He didn't look very handsome the first time we saw him, and also he looks like, it's okay that he looks very pale, but he also looks very tall, right? So Kobe is not as tall as Luffy.
He also looks sharp, but in the
Right,
animation, he looks
so dumb.
So dumb.
Well, actually he doesn't look like he's very clever, but yeah, he doesn't look like he's a dumb person, right? He doesn't look dumb. Like Luffy looks dumb.
Yeah.
Luffy looks
Why
dumb.
he looks so sharp here? He's not sharp.
The spectacles are good. They are exactly like Luffy's, right? I mean Kobe's. And the hair also, that's good. Yeah. Look at Bellamy. Like Grand Line Review says
5,000
55 million.
million.
Yeah. So Grand Line Review was saying that he looks very punchable. He has a punchable face. Yeah, he's right. And also, don't you remember that he had 55 million, Zoro had 60 million in Jaya? And then Bellamy thought that Luffy only had 30 million, that's why he bullied him. But then he understood, no, Luffy has 100 million.
100.
Blackbeard also felt like, oh, you only have 30 million? Why? Do you remember in Jaya? Yeah, so that's the end of the trailer. I don't think that we have anything else. Yeah, so yeah, it was a very enjoyable live stream that I did. I did not think that I was going to go over 30 minutes. So Pain said they did the rubber part well. I would really like to see the Yonkos. He looks like the prime Kobe without the glasses. That's what I was thinking. Yes, Pain. He looks like prime Kobe without the glasses. Yeah, so that's it for the review, for the live reaction. Oh my god, I went almost 45 minutes. It's as big as my chapter reviews. Alright guys, thank you so much to Pain, to my wife Sanjita, and also to Perth, who dropped by in the first part of this live stream. So yeah, I'll be ending it. See you guys next week for the live reaction of the manga chapter. Okay guys.